Bandman's live on my IG,
Yes.
on Facebook. Much love, my people.
Yes.
What y'all been bumping, man?
Man, for real, it's been so many out of nowhere. I feel like all these albums just dropped, bro, between Offset, 2 Chainz, man, Pump, you know what I'm saying, Gunna, all these albums dropped, and I feel like I'm just trying to enjoy all of them right now. You know what I'm saying? One thing I've been trying to get around to, I bumped a couple tracks off of this, was that Rapper Go to the League, man. I feel like
I haven't listened to that yet.
It's so Chainz, bro. It's so 2 Chainz.
He switched it up though. He definitely did something different. But
What's
it's
this thing about LeBron having something to do with it?
he technically AR'd the project.
Okay.
Crazy.
Yeah. I feel like they did that so it can go more.
I mean,
Hey,
that's
for
what
real,
some
for
people
real.
are
I
saying.
just think that's a marketing move.
Yeah,
That's what they were saying on the.
Yeah. I mean, Brian also had him on his podcast, didn't he? Didn't Brian and them do a little?
I don't know.
They did
Brian has a
recently.
podcast?
Brian got the shop thing that he doing HBO.
Okay,
Something like
right,
a
right,
podcast.
Oh, yeah, he
right.
got a little podcast with Maverick and them.
Hey, real quick though,
Y'all see what's going on.
man got the merch. Bandman Records got the
Bandman
shirts,
Records.
man. You see it over hanging up, man. It's iconic.
And
I
just
had to
like,
bring my guy some trip through.
Hey.
and just like on our show, our actual show, we'll touch on exactly what Eli Bandman has got going on, all his upcoming moves. But you know what it is, man. Willie B in the building, Locc here.
Yeah.
Eli the Bandman. What you say?
Hi.
The homeless man. You going by the homeless man now, huh? Much love. South by coming up soon for you. How you feeling?
I'm not ready yet.
I was just gonna say, you ready?
No, not at all.
But
It's
you
like-
you making moves out there, so it's
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna probably like try.
when
to
the time comes, you gonna go. I believe in that. When the time comes, he gonna go.
Cause you going to South by too, right?
Definitely trying to make it out there.
Man, it's gonna be so live out there, man.
Hell
Ackery
yeah.
trying to make a move.
Big lit.
For real, dog.
Yeah.
For real.
Never been. I need to go soon. Rolling Loud will be cool too. Y'all want to go to more festivals? Like, what's
Man,
up?
honestly,
Alright.
dog.
Definitely.
So all right, so here's my thing.
Definitely rolling loud.
I don't really like the outside festival idea.
I was about to say, like, I like seeing
Is it
artists,
warm?
but like, it's a vibe. It's like a weird vibe. You dirty. You out there for 3, 4, 5 days. We're living in a tent, bro. You gotta pay $20 for a shower, for a 5-minute shower, bro. And all these people doing crazy ass drugs, like going bathroom wherever they want to. Like, dog, I'm not about that. Just to see like Wiz perform, you know what I'm saying, or just to see like Logic
30
perform,
minutes,
something like
45 minutes.
that. If Cole's performing, I'll probably only go for that day. I wouldn't even.
Right, yeah, I went to a HBCU, Morgan State. Shout out Morgan State, man.
Okay.
And we used to have like day parties and shit. And, you know, they have somebody perform. That shit used to really be lit. But as far as a couple days,
2, 3 days.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Because
Staying
after
other
we leave that, we
places.
going to the after party. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Then
So,
you going back to the crib.
yeah, definitely.
I just want to know. All right, this is a random idea. Like, all right, so I've been trying to like do this, but like, I just want to make like Akron like a brunch city. Like,
Right.
like we don't have enough brunches here, and I don't know why.
Why is brunch such a pivotal mission, right?
Loves brunch.
You really do, man.
All
It's
right.
so high class, I feel like, and it's so simple.
It's the appeal.
All right, so here's what
Aesthetic of
You
brunch.
can drink.
All right, so here's why brunch is great, because all right, so like you go to any major cities, you go to like New York, Chicago, Atlanta, blah blah blah, DC, they have brunch parties.
I've
Why?
literally gone to brunch in all those cities.
Huh? You said what?
That's the start of the turn up.
I went to New
Yeah.
York. I went to DC. I went to San Francisco. I've been to Santa Monica. All these
I've had
places.
brunch in
I
all
went to
those
brunch
places.
in those
Here's-
few days I was there.
Here's why brunch is great. So a lot of people got office jobs, like. They like work. Somebody may work for J.P. Morgan or something like that. So brunch is happening on Sunday. You gotta go to work the next day, right?
Right.
If you turn up at 2, 3, 4, 5 in that afternoon, early in the evening, you can be drunk
Yeah.
on your butt, go home, get some sleep, and still be
Yeah,
up,
to
take
go
a
out.
shower. Boom.
Definitely.
Be cool. Yeah, that's true, man. Brunch is a wave, and I guess it's a wave for a certain lifestyle. But you think about it, that's why Akron doesn't have all them brunches, bro. Ain't nobody here working for J.P. Morgan Chase in Akron. They do work for J.P. Morgan Chase is at a branch, and they close at 8:00. So it's like you know, it's not the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely not. But is what else is there to gain from a brunch though? Like what else? Why do you feel like you didn't explain my
You can meet more people. You know what I mean?
It's
People
better
that
for
you don't see.
networking.
Yeah, I was just
People
gonna
in
say that,
Akron
yeah.
always talk about like, oh, we need more networking events. I hate networking events because I feel forced to have to like
So you feel like
Yeah,
try
you
and
need
talk
to-
to people.
So you go there for the food, and networking is a byproduct of that.
Yeah.
That's how
Networking
it
should be
should be.
natural.
Yeah,
like
that's
you should.
how it should
I don't.
be.
Yeah, I don't want to go to an event and be like, oh, I need to make sure I bring business cards and
Yeah.
make sure I bring like material. Like, no, you should be able to go somewhere, vibe out naturally, and naturally network with people. It should not be. It should not be like, hey, this event is focused on networking. Everybody,
I
like, this
feel it.
don't make no sense.
No
Right.
bias, but I think my favorite brunch was probably the Q brunch.
Hey, man.
That shit was fire.
Yeah,
we
it was.
can't lie. Who'd you have? Acid Cats.
Acid
right?
Cats,
As a
man.
cast on
Yeah,
one.
they
He had some
Spaz.
poetry too. I think
Yeah, like I did. It was real grown and sexy, but then
Yeah.
I had ill will, and then he like turned it up. So it was like if you was classy, you came toward the beginning. If you wanted to turn up, you came towards the end. Like literally, people from like 50 years
I'm about
old
to
to like
say-
20 years old was in
I say
there.
then you look at who showed up. You know what I'm saying? It was tables of people like 40 plus, and then it was tables of people that was like in college. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's Willie's. You know what I mean? That's
That's the vibe,
that's
bro.
The Q demographic right there.
Because that's what you. That's what it
All
was.
ages.
Everybody, bro. You need
We
everybody.
support
man.
all ages.
Well, do
all
y'all remember
people
when
are
I threw
welcome.
Rooftop Social?
Yes.
My whole goal was for that whole event was I wanted people our age to be comfortable to bring their aunts and uncles
Right.
out to something.
literally
Like
what
it was
happened, man.
like it was some performances that had cussing in it, but it's the same way of like you don't want to
It was
bring your
wholesome.
you don't want your aunt is something where they dropping F-bombs all night. And like I said, we can go out to that, but at the same time, like I want to have it where like, yo, we love what's going on, but then like my aunt can come too and she love what's going
Cool
on.
for everybody.
exactly.
Even the kids too. The
And that's-
kids could show up.
And that's why artists like, Acid Cats and stuff like that, man, they just so universal because they got that vibe, bro. Like you can just listen to their stuff, man. They kicking it. Even
Red
like
Rose.
even hip hop stuff, you know what I mean? Depending on even not necessarily Acid Cats, but other artists in the local scene, the content, what they talking about, not necessarily like the words, not they cussing is whatever. I don't really care about language, but if you talking about language in the context of like killing somebody or like doing something to somebody, I'm like, okay, I ain't really trying to bump that.
Right.
But if talking about
It's-
language in the sense of like whatever,
Turning up.
yeah, talking about kicking it
Have
or
a good
or
time.
having fun or whatever, dog. You know what I'm saying? Or even something politically or socially charged. You know what I'm saying? Something positive.
Right.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But exactly though, I feel that though, man.
It ain't even gotta be like a super positive message. Like
Oh yeah, that's
A
what I'm
Good
saying.
Day by Ice Cube ain't like a positive message song,
Right.
but it's not
It's
talking
a
about
good
something.
though.
But he
Yeah.
literally said he didn't have to kill somebody, so that's cool. He didn't, you know,
Right.
so,
Right.
it's like I didn't have to kill somebody today. That's a good day. I'm like, you
Right.
right, bro.
Solid day.
Definitely.
Solid day today.
Wait, what have y'all been bumping though? I mean, I was touching on bumping chains and stuff like that. I tried to get around the Offset, but what y'all been bumping?
The Gunna
lately?
project, of course.
Yes.
Definitely the Gunna.
Yeah, y'all was about that
I
earlier.
heard some people saying it was average, but I definitely enjoy. So there's some standouts on there for me.
It's a couple tracks, man.
I can play the whole thing because Gunna just got that. As soon as you play
It's that
him, you
flow.
just like
So-
you ready
and
to
I-
turn up.
And I
you feel
told
me?
him he make you feel like you the flyest motherfucker on the
definitely,
planet.
because he got
yo.
that drip, and that's how I am. Like all I try to wear is drip shit. I mean, even if it's not named, like my shoes, I'm always probably gonna have on designer, but like sometimes when I wear regular clothes, somebody will think it's a top designer, and it's not. It might just be on something I
Just
made.
look
Or, you know
like
what I mean?
it,
It's
yeah,
just,
look like it.
Yeah, man, 'cause you
gotta
getting it
have
right now,
sauce.
bro.
Yeah, you
getting
gotta
it, bro.
have sauce.
Respect.
Hey, I don't know what y'all talking about. That new Solange album is
Yo,
bad.
I still
I ain't
haven't
heard
bumped
that.
it. Yo,
I ain't heard
and
that.
did you watch the visual album? I heard. I need to watch. I'm
No,
trying
I
to watch
haven't.
the visual album before I listen to the actual album because it's only 33 minutes, but I'm pretty sure it touches on every track. And
I gotta definitely.
how do you feel about it? You listen to the whole album yet?
Yeah.
It's definitely.
And she
good.
really on her jazz bag for real.
For real?
Yeah.
Man.
And you all right, so she low key like starts the album like with like a like interlude almost vibe. So don't roll up just yet. You gonna get to like track 3, roll up, and then vibe out to it. Cause like I made a mistake. You know, I had gotten under the influence on Drake's Scorpion album, and that album was so daggone long. So by the time it got to the end, I was like, you know what? I'm on March 14th. He like, no one to cry on. I'm like, I feel you, Drake.
Right.
I feel you. Yeah.
For real though.
Oh my god. All right, yeah, I'm gonna have to bump that, man.
It's a lot of music. It
Came out of nowhere too.
starting off again. You know what I mean? What if our people out there, anybody tuned in, let us know what you're bumping.
Yeah,
In
man.
the streets, what's in your ears, what's in
Also,
your playlist.
I really just got super hip to Rich the Kid like last week. I don't know how this happened.
Yeah, Rich the Kid lit.
I came across the track. I just added an album. Only because I was talking to this man. Rich the Kid teased a J. Cole feature in December. And he
What?
was like, oh, yeah, y'all think all these Cole features hard. I got the hardest Cole feature out, and I ain't even dropped it yet. And I was like, oh, whoa. Like, okay. Like, and I was already started peeping Rich the Kid. And
You got some verses.
and lately, like, Cole recently came out with that live. He did that live or whatever, and he was talking about how he has some more features on the way. Kill Edward has the album on the way, how Revenge of the Dreamers 3 dropping in April and stuff. I call it that too. But Revenge of the Dreamers dropping in April. And I was like, got me thinking about Rich the Kid's feature. I'm like, where is Rich the Kid's album at with this new feature? So I went back, started bumping his album from last year, Rich Forever. And dude got so many tracks on there. I just been bumping that album. I started bumping Tory heavy for some reason. And then they got that Tory and Rich track, that Talk to Me. That track
hard.
crazy. I just been vibing, man. I don't know. I've been on that a lot heavy too.
Tory Lanez, let's hop on that. I actually did a video where it was like where I was chasing somebody and I was telling them to apologize to the mob, right?
Word.
And it dropped on World Star. It's probably like at 1 million views right now.
Wow.
And don't you know that situation Tory Lanez just did when he was chasing down the dude and he was trying to make him apologize?
Yeah.
I felt like he took that shit from me. You know what I mean? So,
Yo, Tory, this is damn. We got problems with you.
You gotta apologize to the band, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
You down
Yeah,
there,
definitely. What we think about Millie though?
man.
Let's hop on that.
Hey, hold on real quick. We got a
think we need to
YouTube
shoot
comment that says that new Ray Jr. album is fire and she loves the vibe right now.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta type in with Ray.
There's some, again, we're starting off at a fast pace for the year, people.
It's interesting, man. It was real quiet for a couple weeks, and then like everybody was like, okay, February out the way. Like time to start dropping.
Yeah,
you know?
Floodgates
definitely.
have opened. Here comes all the
It's
music.
finna be hot, so
Hey, man.
Yeah.
And I think that's the reason why
that's the
I've been
best
bumping
time.
Rich.
That's the best time. Yeah, because he definitely a person you want to listen to when you. Yeah,
It's going to be a lot of people picking and choosing dates. I mean, look at Lil Pump, for example. His release got killed because of Gunna and the other release.
Offset.
What else came out that week?
It was
Offset. Excuse
You
I
dropped
didn't even hit. No, he dropped something.
Offset's.
Yeah, he dropped
it's
a whole.
cool.
Yeah, he got a Cole feature on there.
It's more
Yeah.
conceptual from the Migos.
But
Here's
it's,
the problem.
it's
The
feature
problem is
heavy.
this: we having the same problem as 2018, where like everybody's dropping like an
what I'm
out.
saying.
I
You
feel
gotta
like it's an
pick and
album
choose.
coming out every day, and I cannot
Can't listen
digest
to it all.
I was
right.
really hoping that this year would be different. I talked about this last
On
year
the
when we were
wrap-up,
coming
we
up
touched on
because
it,
of the fact over 100. Oh, think about this, bro.
250.
Over 350 hip hop albums dropped last year, man. In 52 weeks, bro. That's outrageous,
That's a lot.
man.
Yeah, that's a
And
lot of
several
music to try
times.
to-
Oversaturated.
Several times towards the end, you saw people like rushing to drop album for the year. It was like 3 or 4 albums dropping in one day. You know, we saw Jid drop on a Monday just to try and get his own space. You know
That's
what I'm
got to
saying?
be the wave, I think. People got to start switching up the release dates because everything can't come out on a Thursday night.
I mean-
Friday.
that's cool, right? But like I like say even if I want to listen to your album, like it is literally impossible for me to
too
try
much
to
music
consume
out right
all
now.
I
of that.
still haven't listened to Vince
Too
Staples'
much
album.
music
To
out,
really
bro.
listen. Yeah, you can
too
play
much,
it.
man.
You can play it for sure, but I
Yeah,
don't know
but
about
to
actually
digest
take
it.
in.
Yeah. That's
What's
interesting.
going on?
So, are you thinking it's gonna be the same vibe as last year? It's gonna be influx of music from here to the end of the year. Do you think that's gonna happen? I mean, I don't know, man.
Here's what I'm gonna say. This is what's gonna happen. We're gonna keep getting this music hitting. You know, Rihanna been working on the album. When her album drops, whoever's dropping that month or whatever, we are not gonna pay attention
Yeah,
to.
'cause it's
We're-
Rihanna.
It's Rihanna, and we haven't heard from her in what 2 years.
2 years,
So
right.
what's gonna happen is, so I bet you Rihanna's album probably gonna drop in the spring, probably. I'm guessing.
May.
So then they're gonna give people summer rain, blah blah blah. Beyonce gonna drop in the fall.
Yeah.
That's
Trying
why I'm
to
telling
compete.
you.
That's what I'm saying.
You gotta pick your dates. You gotta.
And
there's
you
not a
gotta
lot.
see who else dropping when you finna drop.
And there's not a lot of that info out nowadays because people are
Like
kind
spontaneous.
of putting their rollouts. They're concise, making their
Have you?
rollouts.
I mean, like,
more
look at
concise.
Solange. Solange did her stuff incredibly cryptic this week. Ended up dropping within a span of like 24 hours of announcing that album. 24, 48 hours. Even last year, Cole did the same thing with KOD. Dropped within a
Rollouts are
week.
getting
You know
more
what I mean?
concise.
And it's almost in a sense of like necessity, where like I don't need anybody else to know that I'm dropping because I don't need anybody else to try and steal this week from me. Nobody else has announced. I'm about to take it. You know what I mean?
I think that only works if you're a bigger mainstream artist.
I-
Like if you
understand
upcoming,
that, yeah.
you remember how Black did with the East Atlanta Love Letter? He was sent he sent out like postcards to like all his fans. Just like that was kind of like it seemed kind of like personal. I feel like if you're a rising artist, you have to have more of that personal connection. Like literally, like last year was when I finally like figured out like why older people love like getting thank you cards and stuff. It's something you can hold on to. Right. Imagine if one of your favorite artists, you got something in the mail and it's from them, and you know only like however many thousand people got this. You were going.
This also
personal touch.
This also goes with artists knowing their demographic. You know, what I mean, Black knows who listens to his music, and that's why he makes drops these features. He adds bonus tracks. He does things to cater to his audience. And stuff like that is extra effort.
And let's also give props to Black's manager. I believe his manager is Justice, if I'm correct.
I'm not sure.
He basically put that it was like a 3-tiered marketing plan that they put together. Like managers need more like credit out here for
definitely. Like it's just legitimate legitimate like brainstorming going on there and then good execution. You know what I'm saying? So just props to their team, man. That's a whole team right there. You know what I'm saying? Pushing that out. But
that's what it takes nowadays. And
look at Solange. It's not just Solange either. You know what I'm saying? Solange has an incredible team behind her as well. I don't know the names, but I know that planning something out like a 48-hour rollout through social media, you know what I'm saying, with a visual album dropping through Apple along with the album dropping, the audio album, that is something that's incredibly complex to try and plan and execute. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these plans, like you touched on earlier, your support system and stuff like that helps a lot of these things makes it a lot easier for you as an artist to make your dream come to reality. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be to handle those insecurities that may come along with trying to execute, or it's like the technical side of it. You know what I'm saying? So,
and I just feel like if you know you got an album coming out, you should try to take a song that you might put on an album, but you don't know, but you know it's lit. Drop that song, then give people time to play that out, then drop your album. You know, a lot of people just try to rush with the albums instead of putting out those good singles first, so you can already have your fan base already tuned in, so you ain't waiting on that album.
Right.
It's a lot of things changing. I guess with the streaming, the rollout has evolved and shifted, and even people, dropping singles. People don't really, it really depends nowadays. So it's like one of those, streaming has changed all that.
Streaming is the main reason rollouts are the way they are now. Like if you think about it, say a band from the 70s or 80s, by the time they released their album in like 82, they were recording that album 2 years earlier. Right. Like it literally was a process, because then the album gets mixed, it gets mastered, it then gets pressed on the vinyl. Then we had like cassette eras. Like it literally took longer. It's the same thing with movies.
It was
too.
Risk management at that point. They had a lot of money going to producing the physical aspect of an album being pushed out and sent out in a plastic wrap, sent out, selling it and promoting it. Here, when it comes to streaming, you just have to upload it almost. It's almost like it's less work involved with the stream. So I guess maybe you're trying to say that maybe that could be an aspect that could be sort of changing the way it affects the way people assess like a risk in dropping a project.
Look at what they're saying.
Oh, precisely.
People are dropping verses last minute on something that comes out tomorrow.
And it's the same thing in the film industry. Yeah. Like think about how fast Black Panther hit Blu-ray and DVD.
Scary.
You see what I'm saying? Scary. Like as opposed, like I remember like when Hercules came out, like
or
on
VHS.
Like I felt like that was 5 years later or something. Right. It probably wasn't that, but
I was just talking about this, man, because I remember when I was a kid seeing movies get put back into theaters before they got put on DVD. It would go to theaters, being there for 3 to 4 months. Get pulled out, get put back in the theaters because they would by demand. They'd be like, I want to see this movie, and they put it back in the theaters, and they came out like a year later, 2 years later, type shit. But now it's like Infinity War was on Netflix like
quick
3 weeks after it stopped.
Yeah, that was tricky. Yeah,
quick. I was like, what?
I seen that on Netflix actually. And I'm like, damn, this make me want to see the 2.
This might just came out.
It's like, why go to the movies
came out. How
at all?
the fuck is this on Netflix already?
I be tripping, man.
Why go to the movies at all? You know what I mean? Streaming technology again.
That's demand, bro. The people don't want to leave the crib. You know what I mean?
Right.
Trying to go
a lot of people that ain't trying to do nothing nowadays because there's so much violence in the world. You know what I mean? A lot of people are scared to go out.
It's a risk,
especially to the clubs and shit.
It's a risk to go outside, no matter what you're really doing. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And it's easier for you to just be. If not, people, man, they know how it is. Work and all that stuff, dog. Having that stuff readily accessible to you. Whoever has it the most accessible has the most listens. Gets the most play. You know what I mean? Gets the most recognition, you know what I'm saying, and having your stuff ready to stream like that. I got new music ready right now. I got a whole album right now, everywhere. You know what I'm saying? That's why having your stuff everywhere just makes it easier if you like. Okay, I know people are listening. People can listen to my music. If you ain't got Apple Music, it's on Spotify.
Yeah,
it's on Spotify. It's over. Like you said, it's on Geezer. It's on all these things. Like it's really everywhere for you to listen. There is no excuse.
I kind of want to touch on the fact that I was just talking about like the person experience. Like people don't feel comfortable to go see shows.
Yeah.
Like another part of being an artist is your live experience.
Definitely.
And so I feel like, all right, I kind of want your feedback. How do you think? I was about to say we as artists. I'm not an artist. But like,
Look at you.
But no, how do you think artists as a community can help people feel more comfortable to come out? How can we create environments that, I mean, because I throw events, so like how can I make environments that are more conducive to like I don't want people to come out and feel like they're gonna get shot. Right. I want people to come out and drink and vibe and know that somebody in the corner not about to get belligerent. Right. I want, like, what do you think the artist community can do to help add to that?
Well, I can't speak for no other community but in Akron. So, far as the artists here, we just gotta, we gotta come together. You mean not just saying come together, but we gotta literally branch out to each other. Get to know each other. If you don't know an artist, get to know an artist. Get to know their family and who their family is, because you never know, you might be friends with their family. So it's just all about coming together, bro. Like once we come together, Akron will be a place where you will feel comfortable to go to a person's show, even though this is not even your family or a close friend, but this is one of your family or close friends' friend. So it's just all about knowing who the people is that you're seeing and stuff. Like once we come together like that, Akron to be a place where you can feel comfortable, because the pity back on to what bro said and what you was just talking about, a lot of people are scared to come out because right now we got a car riding around just shooting stuff up. We got a car literally right now that says it's a black Impala with no plates on the front or the back, and they're just shooting houses up. They're just shooting at cars. They're just doing, and we need more police to get to these crimes and stop worrying about gangs and all that. Because to be for real, bro, if the police was more strict and was doing their job, a lot of this stuff wouldn't be able to happen.
It wouldn't be able to happen.
Yeah, definitely, for real.
I think the law enforcement needs to make a genuine effort to build relationships with the people.
Definitely.
That's kind of where
you see what I'm saying?
It's about that open
everybody.
communication for everybody.
Because a lot of don't be like people who are in the streets. They got cousins or older cousins that's probably police. You know what I mean? Like
bro.
You never know whose family is friends or family is family, man. You never know whose friends is friends.
And you don't act crazy, and you don't people don't act that way with people that they know. People that they know, people they know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't gonna act crazy with somebody that's friends with your grandma's friend. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you have that connection, have a relationship with them, build a relationship with them. You understand? Y'all have that connection. Like, yeah, we both from Akron, we both from here, bro. I feel you. I know you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna treat you with respect.
Yeah, you're gonna feel more comfortable. Even they peoples that don't know you, they're gonna feel comfortable. Oh, that's my cousin's people. That's what it's just all about coming together, man.
That's what I was thinking.
Once we come together, we good. Yeah, open communication.
It really just eliminates ignorance. You know what I mean? And people just assuming. Once you start assuming, you just
that's where it goes wrong, because people assume.
Yeah,
they presume. They assume I'm a bad guy.
Yeah, of course.
They assume this other artist is a bad guy. They instead of getting to know me, you will know. It's just all about once you come together, bro. Akron gonna be a household name, bro.
For real.
All right, question: do you think social media plays a huge part of that? Because the reason, like, you see a lot of we were talking about influencers earlier, where like a lot of people just get paid to be themselves. Do you think artists should at least be more relatable on social media? Because I feel like a lot of times, a lot of people just promote.
Yeah.
Like, yo, how are you as a person? Like,
you gotta.
Social media is kind of like the front cover of the book. You know what I mean? Definitely. They always say don't judge the book by the cover, but social media is the cover of the book. So it's
but I think you pick and choose on social media how you choose to display yourself. All right, for instance, let's take
only so deep.
All right, it's only, that's only it can be. But like, let's take Tiana Taylor for example. She's a mother. She's an artist. She's a model. Like she opens herself up to at least this extent to make herself relatable. I'm saying like a lot of artists is a lot of times just like showing you this one facet
Yeah,
of
you just
themselves.
know they
We're
make
multifaceted
It's all
people.
about perspective, man. If you look at social media as an extension of yourself, you will share yourself on there and what you personally
Right.
value.
True.
If you look at it as an extension of your business, you're going to look at it as a business proposition where you only look at it for profit. And you're going to use it as a marketing tool for your business. If your business is your brand and your brand is these other things, is balling, is this doing this and 2-cup, double cup, all this shit, you know what I mean? If that's your brand, that's how you make money, and you want to use Instagram to make money, that's what you're going to use it for. You know what I mean? It's all about your intent. I feel like a lot of people, Tiana Taylor, now that she has a kid, now that her relationship with Iman Shumpert is so public and they're so open about everything, it's a part of who she is. It's part of who her brand is. Most people know who she is, listen to her music because of that, because of her family aspect, because of the fact of her personality and the way she lets it out in public and the fact that she's involved in all these different things. You know what I mean? It's a part of who she is. And I feel like it's part of how she makes money. It's part of her living as well. And I mean, it all depends on what your intents are. You know what I'm saying? If an artist wants to share who they are with their fan base, in most cases that's shared in their music. Most cases that's shared in their interviews. In most cases that's shared in anywhere they represent their brand, which includes social media. You know what I mean? So, and I also go back to your earlier question. You said, what can artists do to make it a safer environment? I don't believe it's even the artist in particular's responsibility for that. You know what I mean? In most cases, the venue being safe is based on the people who run the venue. You know what I mean? So in your case, like, you consider yourself an artist in some respects. You're a performer, but you're a performer, but in this case, your main art is the art of event planning. You know what I mean? And putting on strong events and make sure everyone has a great time. You know what I'm saying? In your case, we've never. I've worked with you on events in the past couple years. We've never had anything pop off like that ever, except once where we let a little too much wine come out and people was just getting a little too hype over the poetry. You know what I'm saying? Girls are getting touchy feely with the poetry and stuff. I was one time, but nothing crazy. Nobody belligerent. Nothing popped off because of the expectation we set. You know what I mean? As the person putting it on, as a person, we could have anybody perform. They know what's going to happen there. You know what I'm saying? Know what the vibe they're going to get, no matter who it is. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's not even on the artist necessarily, but it's more so on the people who are promoting, the promoters, the marketers.
I think it is the promoter. I think it is. I think it's the promoter's responsibility, because I feel like the promoter has a specific vibe that they have. So like, you can see the same artist at a different promoter show and the environment is totally different, because that promoter has a reputation. Like, if me as a promoter, I have a reputation like, oh, when you come to this event, you're going to be kind of like actually dressed up, or you know, it's going to start on time, or like, you know, just stuff like that. Or like, you know, like, hey, it's like a 50-60-year-old crowd, so like, don't censor yourself, but also tailor your content to this crowd. I feel like who that promoter is, or that entity or that person is indicative of the experience that you get within that venue.
Yeah, we touched on it a few weeks ago. Sorry to cut you off.
You good.
When Rich was here, the promoters though is everybody. Not every promoter is Willie B. You know what I mean? So it's like, anybody with a phone nowadays is a promoter. So it's like, of course we're gonna be out here for the cash grab if that's how things are. It's not about the vibe, and all that stuff is expensive. Why would I put those costs up?
So that's when
all right, so you're talking about promoting. Like, everybody can promote.
Anybody can put on and host a party though at the same time.
Can they?
Not a quality one, but
if nobody shows up, is it still a party?
Y'all hit me with that is if a tree falls in a forest type stuff, and I'm this is not the time for that.
Come on, Willie.
No, by definition, I feel like a promoter is the person or entity that fronts the money for a certain event. When you get like a lot of these street teams that's just advertising for you, they're just marketing. Like, they're just advertising for you. Like, and I feel like I can only speak for my city. I can only speak for my city. We get promoting and advertising / marketing mixed up so much.
I was focusing.
I mean, that's the whole culture.
That's the thing. Like, the marketers, like, this is what I was talking about earlier with social media. You know what I mean? It is like the first impression. That's the cover of the book. You know what I mean? It's social media page. When I first heard about you, I went to your Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh,
this is what he's about.
This is what he on. You know what I mean? I had an idea for who you were. You know what I mean? But I only had an idea. You know what I'm saying? When you got here, I got more in depth. You know what I mean? I understand who you are now. You know what I'm saying? Really, what you about and how you go about it. You know what I'm saying? But the way I would, you know what I mean? Everybody, what is the cover of the book? What's the goal of the cover of the book? Is to get you to open it. You know what I mean? To get you to open it and read it and want to know what's inside of it.
Want to read more.
Exactly. So it's like if you know who is trying to, if you know who you want to read your book, then you're gonna set up your cover to cater to that person. So,
all right. So dig this point. So we talking about getting people to read the book. I feel like a lot of times, and we can go back to 2018, the antics that we saw so many people pull, and then even into Soulja Boy at the beginning of this year, people were doing so many. It's almost like outrage marketing or stuff. Just to get people to tap in, and I'm like, if you're doing like outrage marketing or like clickbaity type things to get people to click on this, is that you really being authentic as an artist?
It's not about being authentic though. It's about the clicks. Are they doing it for clickbaity because they want to get clicks? Think about when this stuff all started, bro. I mean, not to even be politically charged, but one person in particular was being incredibly clickbaity and incredibly manipulating that system and manipulating the public's sense of just being gullible.
Say a name. Say a name.
I don't want to do it.
I said it 3 times now, Trump.
Yeah. Okay, so you know how Trump. Okay, so during the campaign, bro, how he won the presidency. You know what I'm saying? Just the fake news stuff, just throwing stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? It may be political, but it works in any respect because it's still the American public. You want the American public to spend money. You want them to vote. You use the same tactics, bro. You know what I'm saying? You look at a lot of these people last year. That's what was used, and it worked amazingly, man. All these people got traffic, bro. All these people boosted themselves up. They use the same tactics, man. And of course it's annoying. It's terrible. I hate looking at it. You know what I mean? Because it's like it makes you not even want to bump none of this stuff. But it works.
We can't get it wrong. Some of it.
It's marketing.
It's entertaining though too. Some of it is entertainment, and some people it's same thing with the Khloe Kardashian Jordan Wood situation.
Yep.
People like if you don't feel like you know what happened, then you feel out of touch. You don't. You want to be with everybody else. You want to talk with everybody else. So of course you're gonna go watch it because everybody else is.
I mean, just look at a lot of these characters that came up last year. You know what I mean? I don't want to name off a lot of people. One person in particular, I can talk about that for everybody knows. It's 6ix9ine.
6ix9ine. I know
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
because he's incredible. He's a character. But look at how it escalated so quickly. He had 3 songs, and then suddenly he got all these. He just ran with the image. You know what I mean? He had a couple tattoos. He had some. He had a couple died
people behind him too.
Boy ran with it, bro, and he ran with it to the top. You know what I'm saying? It was really. Look at Cardi. Ran with it to the top. Ran with the taboo.
I think Cardi is actually herself.
I think she is too.
I think she's herself though.
But she's herself unapologetically to the point that it is now. It's her. She is.
Yeah,
she ran with
she
it.
is now.
She still
exploited
it.
Here's my question. Oh, this is a perfect question for Eli. All right. You know how artists actually changes people. All right, for instance, Jay-Z. Jay-Z is not street no more. Jay-Z, I mean, he'll talk about what he used to do in his music, whatnot. But now he's talking about a whole wave of things
different moves, man. Different mentality.
How do I explain? How can you, if an artist changes, how can they authentically keep their audience on their shift? Because and I think the perfect artist that did that was Jay-Z. He has the same listening base. He's just shifted it and he stayed himself. He is not Reasonable Doubt Jay-Z anymore. He is not the first Blueprint Jay-Z anymore. This is an entirely different artist. How do you, as you grow up and you change as an artist and have longevity, how do you keep your listening audience while you're saying, hey, I'm not this no more?
So you got to understand, he might have changed because he got wiser. He's growing. You know what I mean? He's not the same young Jay-Z no more. He's a grown man, entrepreneur, boss Jay-Z, just like with me, for instance. I had gangs growing up. I was in gangs. I'm from the streets. You know what I mean? I still am from the streets. Don't mean I changed. But as I get older, I want to boss. I want to boss up, and I'm an entrepreneur now, so I can't be that same person, even though I am the same person. You know what I mean? Like, that's all it is. He's the same. Don't get it twisted. Jay-Z is still Jay-Z.
Yeah.
He's still probably with the shit, you feel me? But he's an entrepreneur now, and he has to protect.
You got to move a certain way.
He has to protect his business. So definitely still just Jay-Z. He's just a boss now.
I feel like one thing that he did well was he almost shared each step with the public, with his fan base. You know what I mean? He grew with each album.
And
He
I
grew
think
through
that's
interviews,
really
man.
important as artists. They need to be
Vocal
I feel
about
it.
they
That
need
takes-
to, and they need to be more open.
And that
Both.
takes living life and actually understanding self. You know, what I
Yeah,
mean? You
and being
can't
able to
do that.
share that experience with the people. If you don't know what's or understand what's happening to you, how you gonna share people what you learning? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
We just got to touch on all our viewers. We got long live Wolf.
It's long live Wolf,
Let's go,
bro.
man.
Wolf.
Long live. Why
He's
you
been
doing something?
he's been showing mad love. He's talking about Bandman. He said, "What's good? One of the Akron's hottest out here, bro.
Let's go.
What's up?
Yeah, what's going
Hey,
on,
what's
Wolf?
going
I appreciate that, man. What's
what
the
you
deal?
got coming for the people, man? We touched on it on the show, but tell the people
You active.
what's out, all the moves, all that type of stuff, man.
Yeah, man. Shouts out to my boy Wolf out there. If you don't know, I gotta sign myself out on all platforms, man. Make sure you go get that, my boy. I just did a song the other day with Peasy and Babyface from Detroit. So that'll be dropping soon with the video.
Okay.
I got a song called Drippin', Kick and Drip that's be releasing soon. It's lit. It got like a down south feel to it. I got a lot of songs for you on the way, man. Just make sure you stay tuned with me. Get with me on IG as Eli_Bandman1. You know, let's talk some more, and I can send everything through as soon as it drops, man. I appreciate you rocking with me.
Yeah, man.
You got
Respect.
some performances coming up too. Where you at?
I'm actually going to perform tonight for
Hey.
Big Hef's show over at Debonair's.
Big move. That's
I
tonight.
I know Crisis has a show coming up 420.
Hey.
So that I'm going to be performing for. But other than that, I don't have nothing off the head right now. But I'm definitely going to be throwing my own shows pretty soon. So make sure y'all stay tuned.
we gonna get that. We gonna get that on the wave.
Yeah,
Hey,
yes,
get
yes,
that
sir. Yeah, yes, sir.
That's what's up, man.
Hey, we got plenty of viewers. Much love, Illy out there
My
rocking.
man.
Illy in the building with us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
let's
man
go.
himself, the legend. What,
DJ?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's my guy. That's my brother. That's
Dude,
cuz.
man. That's
For
OG.
sure. Shouts out to Ill Will, man.
The
He
light
always spinning
skinned
my
DJ
tracks.
celebrity,
The hottest DJ in Akron.
hey,
the most light
Akron taking over, man.
Akron making some moves, man. I'm
Y'all
so
gonna
proud of my
in the
city.
world.
Y'all gonna night me into Akron, man?
Hey,
Can
man,
I
you
join the Akron club,
you
man?
an
Come
honorable
on, y'all.
native.
Second home.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's-
locked in, bro.
It's good.
Honorable,
We good.
bro. We here.
The
Boy,
Akron people respect me. It's
New
cool.
York
Yeah.
born.
It's
Akron,
fine.
second
I mean,
home.
I'm not Akron born. I mean, I've been here. I was born in Charlotte.
Oh, that's
Damn.
lit.
How?
That's
How
lit.
that happen?
We
Because-
dropping new.
That's lit.
I'm gonna tell you the story later. You never knew this?
I feel like I knew this. but I
You
feel
knew
like
this.
I feel
I
like
mean, I just been here since I was 2 years old, though.
Oh, man.
That man Akron.
I mean, I'm from Akron, but like I can't say Akron born.
Okay, okay,
I can say Akron
Raised.
bred, Akron raised. Yeah,
raised,
all I know is Akron. It's just
All I know is Akron.
I'm from Akron. Akron born and raised, man. Out here.
Oh,
But, man-
Long Live Wolf. That's my boy. I know who that is now. He makes music.
Okay.
He actually hot for. I think he with Woofy that be on on 107.9. that
Woofy.
Yeah. I
They
think
be
that's
doing
his
that. No,
brand,
I'm about to get me a
That's
drop
hard.
made like that
That's
too.
hard.
Like
Yeah.
I'm about to get a girl be like,
He
Willie
actually
B.
had a hot song that Crisis was definitely
that's
promoting.
That's dope. That's
Yeah.
dope. That's dope. I got
Days Unscripted, y'all. Sundays. This our last Sunday for a little
for
bit.
a little bit, couple weeks, man. Just cause my boys is making some moves. My man
Yes.
going that South by, making
Yes,
big
sir.
moves over there. He gonna be gone for a couple weeks. My man
Texas.
going to the Middle East, making big moves in the Middle
Yes,
East for a couple weeks. I'm gonna be over here still grinding my way in Ohio.
And
you
then
know what I'm
Bandman
saying?
might
like
be
that.
at South by.
And this man going.
Make
down
sure you
there.
give us
Bandman,
confirmation.
Yeah. That man will definitely let y'all know if I be there. It's definitely
Y'all running through
it's
South
definitely
by,
in the
huh?
plans.
Yeah, man. Akron at South by.
Akron at South by. Akron taking over damn near.
Definitely.
Y'all got anything else for the people out there, man? Much love, everybody.
Man, I don't think I got anything else to touch on today, man. Just thank you to Eli almost did it again. Eli Bandman for
Yeah.
coming through, man. Dog,
Bandman Records. What y'all
definitely
know about
got the
Bandman
vibe.
Records?
I know a lot more about it
Yeah,
today, man.
yeah.
Them boys active, man,
Yeah,
and they
definitely.
definitely coming up on the scene, man. Running Akron right now, bro. His songs is hot,
Sure.
bro. Running with the whole team out there, man. Definitely respect, bro.
Man, you already know it. You
sure,
already
bro.
know
All
it.
love.
We definitely have to get
It's
you on
all
here
love.
again, man, for sure, man. Whenever you got the new tracks, you know you can send them our way, man.
Yeah,
Trying to promote them
definitely,
hoes,
definitely.
bro.
That's a bet.
Yeah, man. And thank
Willie,
you all.
last words?
Wait, thank you to everybody, bro, for sure. I don't know all y'all, but appreciate that, man. Tuning in, it's always love.
Yeah. Definitely appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Make sure y'all go download all my music on all platforms. Eli Bandman. Follow me on IG, Eli_Bandman1.
Hey.
Appreciate y'all viewing, man. Bandman way.
Respect.
Days Unscripted again. We are here. Catch us late April. We'll be back taking over the Q brand content. That's where all our
Yep.
content is.
Hey.
Also, I will add this. All right, ladies and fellas too, but
my people. That's what you.
My
gotta
people,
just,
yeah.
My people.
We got a new show
Ooh.
premiering Thursday,
Exclusive.
March 21st. It's called Reality Check. It's
Ooh.
starring Ray and Toya, aka Favor.
Oh my gosh.
They're gonna be it's gonna be a live stream. They're gonna be talking about women's perspectives on a myriad of issues in the community and the culture.
Again,
so definitely please tune into that. That will be live streaming both on YouTube and on Facebook. We're gonna try to get the Twitch thing going, but I can't guarantee it. Yeah. So if you like Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett, and I ain't saying we copying that, but
it's a vibe though. It's a vibe.
Yeah, it's close. It's on that same wave.
Q brand.
No, we ain't replicating. It's our own wave.
Yeah, if you know Ray Manley's poetry, man, you know Toya's performance and Toya's poetry and Toya's music, man, you're gonna enjoy yourself for sure.
Yeah, definitely a dope talk. Yeah, I'm just trying to get a little something for everybody on the brand.
For sure.
That's what it's about. All the Q brand content on Facebook, where we're at, and of course on YouTube as well. We got plenty of videos, both Culture Club as well as the regular Daze show itself.
Indeed.
Podcast, mixcloud.com.
Yep.
All that.
Yep.
Until next time,
Next
people.
time, y'all.
We out.
RP Grandma.